fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
The time is now 8:09 here in St. Vincent and Grenadines, and welcome back to Activated Mornings this morning. You're listening to myself, Ari, and with me in studio is Christal this morning. And this morning we're talking number of persons, 8 persons freed amidst police beating allegations, as is the headline on Eyewitness News. So 8 people, 2 women and 6 men were being tried at the High Court in connection with the burglary and burning of a shop in Barley in June 2018 were freed on Wednesday amidst allegations that police had beaten them to extract a confession. Crown Counsel Richie Matlan, holding for Assistant Director of Prosecution Karim Nelson, informed Justice Ricky Burnett at High Court Number 2 that the prosecution was withdrawing the charges. Matlan said the Crown had made the decision in light of certain information received by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. The prosecution is not obliged to offer any reason for withdrawing a charge. Moisha Patterson, one of the 5 defendants who was in court, started to cry immediately on hearing that they were all free to go. When she, as well as Corey Anderson, Denisha Brown, Zayania Smart exited the courtroom, they celebrated so loudly in the corridor that a police officer had to remind them that they were still in the precinct of the court. Anderson, however, still has another matter before the court. Last November, the 27-year-old laborer of Barley was jointly charged with Delroy Harry, 18, of Otley Hall, that on September 16, 2022, at Barley, they entered the dwelling house of Julius Gabriel of Barley as trespassers and stole $30,000 in cash, Gabriel's property. Julius Gosser, 53, another of the accused men who was freed on the charge on Wednesday, was not free to leave the courtroom. He is serving an 18-year prison sentence handed down in March 2021 for wounding attempted robbery, possession of an unlicensed firearm, and possession of a firearm with the intent to commit an offense. He committed those offenses in his hometown Barley on October 26, 2018. Meanwhile, Kenny Glosser, Casper Anderson, and Christopher Joseph arrived late for the hearing on Wednesday. Some of the accused were facing charges of burglary, while others were charged with burglary and arson. The arson charge was between June 23rd and 24th, 2018 at Barley. They damaged Raleigh Francis's property by fire, resulting in $115,000 in damage. Burglary charge was that they stole a weed eater, groceries, and cosmetics valued at $7,000 EC and US $700 Francis's property. The charges were withdrawn before the completion of I don't know how to pronounce that word, that's French, via VOD.
I can help you.
Yeah.
It says voir.
Voidir, I don't know.
Vadir.
But probably Latin. Hearing in which the judge would have decided whether evidence is admissible and should be heard by the jury. I don't know. How, as a victim of all this, how do you feel?
How would I feel? I'll feel really upset because of. Okay, so the story speaks to allegations of like police beating to get a confession out of the accused individuals. I would have lost so much money, so much time, and so much other things that were valuable to me. This is my income. This is my source of. It's my shop, and it was burglarized. It was burnt down. Things like that don't take. You don't catch back yourself from that overnight, and to be facing all of that distress, and obviously you turn to the court and the judicial system, and nobody is held accountable for that action, of those actions, that would have been really stressful and distressing to me. I don't know how I would have come back from that.
The article went on to say, while the defendant celebrated the withdrawal of the charges, the virtual complainant, a 67-year-old resident of Barley, was left without answers about who burglarized his shop and set it afire, resulting in the EC $115,000 in damage. I feel badly, is what he said to Eyewitness News on Thursday, and outlined what he thought was some of the evidence in the matter. I'm reading a quotation from Francis. My stuff is still at the police station in town, my swiper, weed trimmer, and a lot of other stuff that are still there. This said, when the case was finished, that was the only time I could get them. He was referring to the items that the police had recovered during the investigation and had retained as evidence. They never explained how the case was going more than yesterday morning. They told me that the case was thrown out. He told Eyewitness News that a court officer had visited him when the trial was about to start and told him he would be told when to come to testify. I had to rebuild the shop. I had to take out everything I had in the bank to rebuild the shop. I rebuilt it and started again. He said and noted that 2 coolers and the freezer were destroyed in the blaze. He said he would visit the police station on Monday to collect his items, which he said included a brand new weed trimmer. Francis said he could not say whether or not the police had in fact beaten the accused. He, however, said that the police should not beat accused people, noting that this could result in members of the public not getting justice. If you have a case, no police should beat someone. They should know if they hit someone, it could cause the case to get thrown out. If they did that, it is wrong and jeopardizes the public. For us, the public, they jeopardize our case. I am sure they train police not to do these things, Francis told Eyewitness News. Listen, I feel Francis's pain. Outside of the beating, your livelihood was on pause. You had to take everything out of your savings, your rainy day fund. Probably if he has children, monies that was set aside for his children, he had to use to rebuild his business, only to be told he won't get justice because they did not give a reason why the case was dismissed. And the DPP's office does not have to give a reason why they're withdrawing charges or why they're throwing out a case. I don't know how I feel about that.
Why not even the, I can't remember the exact term, but is it defendant? Is it defendant?
He would be
the gentleman in this story, the
virtual complainant.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's why I never chose law. Not even him gets to know why that's so frustrating.
115,000 in damage, excluding the money that was stolen and excluding items damaged. Not items damaged, items that were just lost. And I'm pretty sure what else did he lose?
He lost everything, man.
Weed, eater, groceries, cosmetics valued at $7,000 and US $700.
The things that were taken by the police as evidence, were they things that were left back, or were they things that were retrieved from? I mean, obviously, I can't know that.
Great question.
But were they retrieved from the accused individuals? And whole 8 of them you pick up? They're going on a field trip?
Of what? 2018 to 2024 is what?
I don't know. I find that's real plenty
7
people.
years?
That's real plenty people. 18 to 2020. My brain ain't matching right now. I'm sorry.
I can't imagine how you would feel. This is your life. This is your source of income. And then you get no justice. You get no answers. You won't even get in updates according to him. Just you're supposed to show up.
You just have to go. You just have to go and find out certain things. You have to go. You have to be behind them, like foot and foot behind them.
No, I'm not saying that they don't have a lot of cases on their plate. But gosh, boy.
Yeah, they don't have time. You see how much the unsolved murders they have? You're going to put down the unsolved murder to call somebody. police is like, anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for that?
I can't
But-
imagine how this feel, you know.
Yeah, and he's not the only one
He really isn't.
in that position of frustration and having to sit down and wait. And sometimes these things take years. That's why some people just don't even bother
Don't even bother.
to
That's
report
why.
the crimes. They
That's why a
just
lot
fix
of
the
people-
problems themselves.
Exactly. That is why things like this happen, and we're not encouraging it, but you could see why.
Yeah.
I know people who have
But
had
you know,
their
there are
house.
two ways to fix the problem, you know. You either, some people choose committing a crime to fix the problem, and other people fix the problem just by leaving it alone.
Leaving it alone. Let's fix it.
It is.
So you fix
That's why I said
$115,000 fixing.
quote unquote fix the problem. They just come to peace with it and they just leave it, let it be. Whosoever is guilty, let the universe or God deal with them. That's just how. I think those people are only a minority, by the
Well,
way.
I know
Minority.
people, Christal, who've had their house burglarized, money, electronics taken. They're making reports. Police have this stuff at the station. They recover this stuff sometimes, you know. They recover this stuff, and nobody's getting charged. You don't know what is happening. Sometimes this stuff isn't recovered. Then people have to, well, I may not say have to. People end up taking matters into their own hand, going to the resident badman. The resident badman finding out more information than the police, recovering the item for deposit. Should not be so.
Resident Badman needs to join the police force.
Right? So I guess that's why the police keep saying that they need to work with the police, because
But-
some of these resident badmen know more information than the police.
Outside of the quote unquote resident Batman, there are people that know certain things and can assist with certain investigations, but they don't go forward and give up that information. So
No,
for some of these cases, that's one of the reasons why they would stay where they are, because they don't have sufficient
Exactly.
information. Nobody wants to be a witness. Nobody wants to say anything. So I mean, so it boils down. It's like a whole messed up cycle, right? The resident becomes frustrated because somebody else who knows doesn't want to go to give the information. Police can't do much further, can't do much more without that little piece of information there. And then this person ends up probably taking matters into their own hands, and it just blows out of proportion when it really shouldn't have. So
but look at this, right? 8% charge.
frustrating.
Let's see, God forbid, not quote. 8% break into the studio. Rob, burn. We decide, let's go and give a report to the police. We go and we testify. And then one day, the prosecutor comes in and say, this case dismissed. Nothing will come of it. We're not going to tell you why. Nothing to come. And these 8 people now see you testify. You who are out and about, walking the streets, everybody in the same community as well. That is why people don't want to come forward and say anything. I really do think that they should explain why it is that these charges were withdrawn. Because if incidents like this continue to happen, then it will continue to deter people from wanting to give evidence in these cases. And then more and more crimes will be unsolved.
Criminals have too much power.
Way too much power.
Criminals have too much power, and this is evidence of them having too much power. When the right thing to be done, choosing the right thing and executing the right thing, whether you're Christian or not, these things are in the Bible. Doing the right thing becomes something that you have to deliberate whether or not, and you have to weigh in fear factor. Clearly, criminals in this place have too much power. A person who is not a criminal, who is a good citizen of this island, who wants to see the best for the people and the country, should not have to sit in the back and be fearful when they themselves know that they are good people, while the bad men and bad women are walking around fearlessly. The fearless people should be the people who are doing the right thing. Criminals are the ones supposed to be afraid of certain things. Criminals are the ones who are supposed to be afraid of being seen and afraid of citizens going to court and testifying against them. They're the ones who should be crying and running and hiding, not the good people who just go in town and take out insurance, who just go online and buy security cameras and spend thousands of dollars to protect their property. Not the ones who actually help the police officers to solve the crimes. Not them. Not us. We're not the ones who's supposed to be walking around and living in fear for the minority. Not at all. So I don't know how it's going to fix. Yeah, we need to fix it. You shouldn't have more power than good, upstanding citizens of this land. Not at all. How much you contributing to our GDP? You contributing to our criminal record.
Which tax they paying?
Our tax paying you?
Which tax they paying?
Go behind bars and sit on a nam. You
How are you
get fed.
contributing to the community? How are you giving back to the community? Are you contributing to some society?
Nuisance.
What is your point outside of being nuisances?
And the thing that has really hurt me, you know, is for some of these people, for some it's a choice, and for others it's a consequence. Because their parent or parents allowed the streets to raise them. So they don't know nothing better. Right? And whatever conscience in their minds, nothing sets in at any particular point to say, all right, you know what? I fed up with this lifestyle. Let me try to change. Nah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, I will always say, right, when it comes to theft, robbery, burglaries, I don't feel as strongly about it as I want people to get the maximum penalty and blah, blah. I don't usually feel that way, because I do understand that some people, as you said, choice consequence, and some people really they feel like that's the only thing they can do to survive. So I personally don't feel as strongly about it, but arson is a whole different story. You burn down this man's source of income. You burn down a shop. If you burn down somebody's taxi vehicle, somebody's van, you burn down somebody's business, you know, you just boxing food out of people's mouth, and you do not, and in cases like this, there are no consequences. They were in jail they were held for a few years.
They're in jail. Sometimes they get out on bonds, you know.
Some of them.
Because
but in
there are some individuals there who, so they can't get out because they didn't leave the court, because they had other matters to be attended to. How do you get around to being charged and committing unless you're outside?
I really do wonder if they were held.
I'm not sure.
I really do wonder if they were.
It doesn't indicate that in the story, but not
even if
everybody is held.
But even if they were, how that helping Francis? If they were just held for the ain't helping Francis, you ain't getting no peace from that. You ain't getting back no money from that. The government ain't going to get involved and say, okay, we understand this is nothing happening.
Then they're going to have to do it for a ton of others. But something else with this that kind of like hitting me. Insurance. Do like small businesses invest in insuring their property and their refrigerators? Like if you have a small shop, are your shop insured, the house insured? Realistically speaking, you don't expect the worst, but you kind of have to plan for the worst. And I'm not here to sell insurance per se, but preparing just in case and planning ahead. Insurance might be the only I mean, not say the only recovery method, but some way you can get back something it doesn't necessarily have to be robbery or somebody burning down your property. But if it rains heavily, a hurricane passes and your freezer is destroyed, how do you go about replacing that freezer?
And I was having this conversation with somebody this week. Not exactly that, but insurance. And they made a good point. They said to me, you do realize that in a lot of these cases, because of the salaries that a lot of people make, people cannot afford health insurance, life insurance, and then these businesses, especially small businesses, cannot afford to insure a lot of things. Now, me having money in my savings and making monthly contribution towards insurance, also, I believe, two different things, because your savings are supposed to be in light of situations like these. But we don't know if maybe he was then at a point where he could have afforded to insure these items, and right when it happened, this happened to him. We don't know. But the question is, as you rightfully ask, how many businesses do look into having their stuff, small businesses, having their items or the business itself insured, or are they able to? Can they afford to?
I'm certain there's a way around. There's a way around things, and while we talk about the expense, it may not be as expensive as one might assume. You just never know. If you look into it, you might see it's, hey, I mean, this is something that's affordable, and it makes sense long term. If my machine goes bad, is that covered under the insurance policy? Machine mash up and I have to replace it. Do I get a little something back? For whatever reason. Just like our vans have to be insured, vehicles insured, whatever. If something goes wrong, get into an accident, then it's been 50 million years to try to claim it. I'm just kidding. 8:30 is the time. You have to get I was just about to click on that call. Joshua says you have to get the appropriate insurance coverage. All that jazz. We take a break and come back.
Yeah, let's take a quick break and we'll be back.
Thinking of winning the lotto jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo Play. Choose 4 numbers from 1 to 36. That's a combo 4 at the cost of $64. Match any 4 of the 5 numbers and win the lotto jackpot. There's Combo 6, where you purchase 6 numbers for only $12. Match any 5 of the 6 lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about Combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3, Combo 8, and Combo 9 lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Pauls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Do you spin a dial to make a call on your rotary phone from the 60s?
No.
Are you driving an unreliable and risky automobile made in the 1900s?
Of course not.
Are you still fiddling with an antenna to get good signal on your black and white television from the 20s?
Really?
Then why are you still stuck in the past, sitting on an unintelligent 1930s design toilet? That's right, 1930s design. What does your bathroom say about you? Don't get left behind. The future is now. Be smart. Be progressive. Get yourself a smart toilet seat or a complete toilet today. You can visit the My Smart Toilet Seat office on the 3rd floor of the Blue Corner building opposite the old Anglican School on Bay Street. Our smart toilets are also available throughout St. Vincent at retail outlets with the orange flags. For more information, you can call us at 457-1703 or visit our website, justwashit.vc.
Whether you're ripping it up on the highway or taking a casual Sunday drive, OT Tire Limited is second to none when delivering excellence at reasonable prices. We offer new and used tires, tire repair and installation. We are the only place that offers nitrogen, which helps with gas consumption and ride comfort. Supplying you with brand name tires like Maxxis, Kumo, Good Ride, Westlake, and Triangle.
Enjoy the VIP style customer waiting lounge with refreshments and free Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying, yo? This is Skinny Fabulous, and when it comes to tires, nobody makes it easier than OT. Got me run the road when the OT car tire.
Follow OT Tire on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter today.
Hey, run the road with OT tires.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And the time is 8:33 here in St. Vincent and Grenadines, soon to be 8:34. And if you're just joining us, we're talking is insurance an issue for small businesses? You're listening to myself, of course, Ari, and next to me in studio is a Christal. So I just saw a comment on the live there.
I'm gonna put it up because I was gonna read it.
Okay.
The problem with insurance is not all the time they want to pay out. Most small businesses only insure their businesses if there is a loan. Also, most insurance is a one-time payment. Factual.
Yeah, it's difficult.
And the thing is, it's like Russian roulette. It's almost like lotto. Like some people don't have the problems and other people have the problems. So you cannot really tell if that is going to be your story going forward. You know, it's like, all right, what risk do I want to take today? Do I want to risk getting insurance for XYZ? And quite possibly, if there's something that happened, process. Or do I want to take the risk of not getting the insurance and quite possibly becoming frustrated if something else happens, right? But I think the difference between the two, if you don't have the savings to fall back on, is at least there is an option or an opportunity with insurance as opposed to without it. Crab smoky pipe, pretty much.
But as you say, it's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess that's life, right? That's life. That's life. My personal feelings about insurance, I will not share in this space here at this time either. Let's take a call. Hello, good morning.
This is Christal, my brother. I just want to bring something to your attention. One time a car, I couldn't keep up with the insurance, so I just park it up. I couldn't keep up with the license. I couldn't, And so you have to be sustainable with insurance. The very dangerous situation that's happened, not just in St. Vincent, but in the Caribbean, is that in particular, if you come to vans, when you see the carelessness for these drivers and they go and they keep mashing up, some of them driving for people, mashing up their vehicle and driving recklessly, they're actually making it difficult for them their own self. And they put some of these young boys who don't, understand the importance of driving carefully and what it would mean when they mash up. Because when the insurance starts to pay out these amounts of money, they're obviously going to have to carry it up. If we start to settle up in this country and understand the gravity of what we do, the consequences, because I could tell you, my sister, that when you look at the reality with a lot of vans, for example, then it's very hard because a lot of the van drivers are not making profit. And so we have got to settle down and as a people, as a nation, and work together to understand that, what we do would have consequences. Most people can't pay, so some people drive and do things without the insurance and the police catch them and they have to end up in front of the judge. We shouldn't have that. We should also have a sustainable economy where people could be in a position to pay the insurance. Again, house insurance is very significant. But of course, when you, like in my case, when you mortgage your house, obviously the bank, they're not going to take chances. And so they're going to, even if you can, make sure they sustain it, because obviously you don't want to hear next thing, hey, your house burned down, they don't have any money, they don't have any asset there. So we have to look at this thing in a very sensible way. We have got to also understand how the very vital thing of giving people that opportunity. When I say people, I mean one side. All our citizens, of making sure that they have, monies, readable monies. Because right now, my sister, we are competing now food with bills and so on. My sister, me and talking politics is really grave out there. I really am sorry for the van drivers, because many of them say we park up with that because we don't have the insurance to pay it. And I'm only hoping that some common sense could prevail. We sit down, we walk together as a people, as a nation, and understanding. And that is why I'm begging the police, do your job. Don't slide around with these van men. They're beating the system. I said to them yesterday that you have a conductor with a remote in his hand, And that remote is when you meet the police stop point, he turned down the music. So he is aware of what he is doing is wrong. When the police is not, around, so they would call from town, they say, hey, any police up on top Sign Hill, and they break the traffic and they come up.
Right.
The officers, you all got to do your job. In terms of the insurance, my sister is very grave out there, but thank God you all are handling this thing very well, and I keep commending again, you all are basically aligned. For 2024, we're seeing a different WEFM, where WEFM is intent on educating, truthfully educate my sister, and God will set you free. Love you all very much. Have yourself a safe weekend.
Thank you. For the record, folks, it's always been that way. WEFM has always been educating people. 25 years and counting.
Truthfully. So yeah,
Anyways, thank you for
wooden
your
structures
contribution.
aren't covered by fire. I'm asking why you look over there. It's me and you, why you look over there? Who was over there? I'm asking.
Because it's easy to burn wood.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the answer to that question is. That's why I'm a little silent. Do I say what do I say to that?
No, I'm asking. I saw it on the live.
Would
so I'm
you
asking.
ensure a wooden structure from fire, where the risk of it burning down far greater than concrete? Do we have ads? Do we have ads before courts?
Yes, we do have ads before courts.
So many ads. Talking on taking one with van drivers and insurance, it's nothing bad. Calm down. But my mind just went on the last overturning bus, and how some of the injured folks have to be like running up and down and trying to get information. Would it make sense for these van drivers to I don't know, it's like put it an insurance sticker, not vehicle government insurance, but in terms of the other type of insurance now, to have that placed on their minibus where it's visibly seen on the bus, so as to avoid, because sometimes when you try to get information to get claim or be paid for injuries and so on, it's kind of tough. Have to run around the place instead of like just, because I know some people go straight to the insurance companies. They have to take XYZ, all of something to think about, consider. And then you should know in that moment before getting into a bus, this bus is actively insured, because that, like a sticker, like how they have the other stickers, this van insured, because some vehicles aren't insured. And you only find it when you get into an accident and you can't get money.
Mr. Francis, I really do apologize that this has been your experience. I can't imagine how that could feel. $115,000 gone. No justice, no nothing gone. And sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what the future holds. But always choose the high road. Pray.
Well,
remain broke and pray.
It seems like he's forced to do option A. Let it go and find peace, and
I go find peace and pray. Boy, prayer is the one, doesn't it?
Karma is also a thing. Don't sleep on karma. Do not sleep on karma. Whether it was on one of these 8 individuals, or if it was that they got the wrong people, and the right person was sitting aside for years now. Well, no, this happened last year.
Yeah, it's 2018.
So what happened? Oh, that was another charge in 20 with somebody else in Barley then. Because this is 2018, and there's a charge here from last year, from 2022. Yep.
So one or two of them, several of them.
No, that on September 16, 22, they entered the dwelling house of Julius Gabriel or something else.
Right.
Yeah.
So several things in one.
So also to Gabriel, apologies, boy. I can't imagine how that could feel. But hopefully you're able to get back on your feet and you'll be more prepared for a situation like this. You have to learn from every experience, whether good or bad. And I do hope that other businesses make note of it and make the necessary adjustments. We're going to break for commercial purposes, and we'll be right back with quotes this morning.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Gospel Power of Praise Promotions and Fidel Taylor Ministries presents Awake SVG, an evening of anointed, explosive praise and worship featuring from St. Vincent, Pearl McMaster, Fenton Harry, Otoesian Evangelist Cheryl Brown, Nigel Joseph, Maxine Coombs, Alfonso Richards, and the KBC Worshippers, Ronnie Richardson, the band Blessed, and Reverend Fidel Taylor.
Praise on the mountain.
From the USA, Gus Lynch, Shamel Russell, and Gregory Olive. Get ready, St. Vincent, for Awake SVG. Experience it live at the Russell's Auditorium, Stony Grounds, Kingstown, on February the 4th, 2024. Get your limited early bird tickets for just $20. Regular price $25, and at the door you pay $30. Get your tickets at Century Insurance, Nightingale, Pulse, Phyllis at Singer, Be Connected Shop at Camden Park, and from churches throughout SVG. Proceeds in aid of the Rillen Hill Church of the Nazarene Restoration. There's also going to be lots of prizes and giveaways.
Praise the Lord.
Sponsored by Century Insurance, New Life Sound, and West Indian Development.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WeFM 99.9 is on now.
Just on the camera. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Welcome back, and welcome. I cannot say what I could say. Welcome back, but then it'll be a little incorrect to say that. But hi, Lisa. Good morning. Happy New Year. It's an absolute pleasure. It's been too long, Lisa.
It has. It's been what, about 7 months?
Oh gosh,
It's been a while. But
Could
I
always
came
have
looking
another
for you
child.
last week and you weren't here.
No,
I am
that
so
doesn't
sorry
matter.
that you were not well. But I hope you feel 100% better today. It's
Yes.
a beautiful Friday morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially in
it's-
here.
yeah, it is. But I mean, it's also the 19th day of the 50th day of January.
57th.
If it's- there you go.
It's
You add the
57.
extra 7. But no, really and truly, I mean, is February there yet? Because I know a lot of persons are asking the most important question for this month: when are we getting paid? Everybody's asking that because the last time they got a salary would have been sometime before Christmas. So
Years ago.
So for those persons who are pinching, I mean, really scraping the bottom of the barrel, and they can't wait for payday. There's some things that popped up, some unexpected bills, some unexpected emergencies,
Mhm.
and you really need to take care of them. I want you to know that you can run around to our Ready Cash store. We have what we call our payday loans. Now, these are not regular loans. These are loans that we're offering to persons with no interest. So it's interest-free loans that will take you over, tie you over until your next payday. So, for example, if you want to borrow $800,
Mhm.
you come in, you apply for it. The only thing you are going to pay for, except that $800 that you borrowed, is the processing fee,
Mhm.
which I think is $75.
Mhm.
So At the end of the period, you're only paying $875 back. Not another cent, not another penny. There's no interest on that. And we're lending you for payday loans up to $1,000. I mean, like I said, it's just to kind of tie you over until, according to what people, you catch your hand. Right? So if your salary finished the very next day after you received it in December and you need to get some money right now, you can come to our Ready Cash store. We can either come to the store, the main store, which is our Kingston branch, or you can go to our standalone store. Because yes, we do have a Ready Cash store for persons who still don't know that, directly opposite the General Post Office in Kingston. We're going to be doing a lot of pop-ups here and there. Yesterday, we went down to CK Graves in Pembroke, and we had a nice little 2-hour session down there where we interacted with customers who came by and, kind of shared flyers, had some conversations with persons. And I think it's important for us to do that because it can't be the same way we do business every year. You have to go out and meet people. You have to think outside the box. And we realize we need to get into the communities. So look out for us as we do more outreaches this year. I think we are hoping to do Kittels, that area later down in the month. And I know we want to pop into Beckley at some point in time as well. But of course, we'll keep persons abreast of what we're planning so that, you have ample time. If you have questions or you need to get things organized for us to help you out with that cash loan, of course, we'll be willing to work with you. Our optical store, we continue to give persons that value that they can see. And for those persons who've been squinting, who are having problems with their eyes, they've been avoiding going for an eye test for the past couple months.
Guilty.
Hey, it's 2024. Oh gosh, man, let me work with you.
Guilty.
Let me make sure you could see better for this year. I mean, your eyes, somebody said your eyes are the window to the soul. I mean, that's such a poetic thing to say, but I really think it is true. Your eyes are extremely important. If you can't see, then I mean, you're kind of doomed from there. But you can come and visit our eye clinic in our main branch. It's absolutely free. You don't pay a cent. The eye testing is very extensive because I know Doc. I know she checks for your pressure, she checks for your sugar. As a matter of fact, we've had persons who came there to test their eyes, and we've had to send them to the hospital because their sugar was so high or their pressure was so high. Right? So you're not just coming to test your eyes. You're going to do a comprehensive test when you come. The best part, though, is for persons who cannot afford to pay for their glasses up front, because most persons will not allow you to take out glasses unless you can make a deposit or you can pay all your monies when you collect your glasses. But we're doing it on credit. So if it is that you have to take 2 years to pay back for your glasses over a period of time, you pay me $100 a month or whatever it is, then we will work with you. Right? Because we want to make sure that persons who need to get glasses can afford to get glasses. So don't be deterred or don't, be put off that I don't need glasses, I don't have the money. You can come to course and we can make sure that you get that taken care of. You can also visit our store. Let me tell you, I came last week and I couldn't believe I missed that last week. We have gym equipment at 50% off.
You serious? What kind of gym equipment?
Not 15, 50.
50 not.
Why you think you missed that? We spoke about that.
But no, wait, no, something else. Plus, we have coolers and grills at 50% off. I couldn't believe. I said, wait, I missed this last week. How did I miss this last week? Igloo coolers. I mean, I know persons normally do little picnics and that kind of thing. And a cooler is one of the essential things that you have to walk with. We have the little portable ones, like for $129. You can get them now for $60-something.
You serious?
I'm serious.
How many bears can it hold?
It can hold 30.
What?
Yeah, there's
a case and 6 bottles of water.
There is another one there with on wheels, and it has a Pullman thing. It was $329. You get it for half price. I mean, I said, listen. People, if you need a cooler, or you need a barbecue grill, now is the time.
Or Lisa, come on. We're planning a picnic here.
Both. It's true.
I on your website, you
You
know.
have you have your cooler and you have your barbecue, right? And then you could exercise afterwards and get a gym piece and whatever. But really great deals.
Come on, man. That's always rolling on.
We also have 30% off selected accessories in store. Plus, we have some mattresses that are on special.
You gotta sleep and we don't eat.
Yeah, listen. There's a song that says, "Don't sleep and lie down."
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat and lie down.
Don't eat and lie down.
Let me get it right. Don't eat and lie down.
Mhm.
But with these kind of mattress prices, you could eat and lie down. I would encourage you to do it. There is a mattress we have here. There is the Serta. And you know Serta is a really good brand. Eh?
Yeah.
We have the Serta double mattress for going at $7.99. We also have a Restonic comfort mattress. You're saving $500. It's now $7.99.
Yeah.
But I wanted to mention today that during the Christmas season, we had some promotions that were running. And we picked two of our winners already this week. So persons who came in during Christmas and who bought a Woodhouse chair set got the chance to win their chair set or their purchase absolutely free. And I'm so happy to tell you that this customer is a first-time customer. She
Really?
Never shopped at Courts before.
Oh my god.
Never. First time she came in. She bought a chair set. And we were so happy to call her this week and say, listen, do you know that chair set in your house, you don't have to pay another cent. You don't have to pay anything, as a matter of fact. If you paid anything, we're going to give you back your money.
Oh, come back for your
So
money.
her name is Chanela Gali. She came in this week with her son. He's such a sweet little boy. And we were able to tell her, don't make any more payments. Whatever you paid, we're going to give you a refund. So we're happy for that. We're happy when we get new people who come on board and join the Coach family, and we can give you a prize. We also had another winner, persons who came in and took out anything on credit during November and December last year. You stood a chance of winning a 65-inch smart television. And the winner of that promotion, I hope I pronounced this person's name right. Oh gosh, I'm sorry if I don't. It's Yanadis Fuentes. I think this is a dentist, a Cuban dentist.
Cuban. Senor Fuentes.
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 I don't know if it's senora or senorita. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Fuentes.
But
Senora.
she came in and she collected her 65-inch TV. I mean, we're so happy. We're happy when we can give back to customers. Oh
36.
gosh, it's nice when people come and they
36.
shop with us,
36.
and we can reward them for shopping. I know we have one more prize to give out. That's persons who would have come in and zeroed their credit balance. So we're gonna pull that customer next week. But again, like I said, I'm happy when customers are happy. It really puts joy in our faces, because really and truly, that's why we open our doors every day, to make sure that we please and to take care of the customers that we have, and to potential customers as well, when they can see that, listen, it's not just the persons who are there, but even if I come now and I take out something, I do stand a chance as well of winning something, right?
Lovely.
Reminding persons as well that when you come in to shop, that you can ask about our warranty, because you are covered. God forbid something happens to you or your product, that you are covered and you don't have to pull out money to take out a brand new one. And also for persons who are listening who are in the diaspora who want to make a purchase for their loved ones back home, you can do that. We have 2 branches, one in Brooklyn and one in Queens. You can go in, you can make the purchase, and we take care of everything else from our end down here. Right? So remember that we have our nothing down, nothing to pay. I think it's until March 2024. We have our optical promotion, where if you bring in your prescription that you went somewhere else and got your eyes tested, we still love you. It's okay. We're going to give you 40% off your prescription in terms of your lens. And if you want to get a payday loan, or any loan as a matter of fact, you can visit our Ready Cash store. We want to make sure that you're taken care of if you need some extra funds right now. So guys, have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And I will see you again
next week, Friday. Yes, book it. Sure. Thank you so much, Lisa. And thanks to Courts for joining us this morning, as they always do on a Friday morning. Big up to all the Courts customers, super jealous of the person that won their entire purchase for free. But that's what happens when you shop at Courts. All right. So it's 8:58. Let's do this.
See me soar in 2024. Be seen wearing the best and latest styles in eyewear from Courts Optical. Buy one frame and get a second pair for free. Mix and match with your favorite brands. A variety of colors and fresh new styles. Buy one frame and get a second pair absolutely free. Shop today with no cash and pay later. Schedule your free eye exam today at courtsoptical.com. Soar into 2024 with BOGO. Only at Courts Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. Offer valid until January 31st, 2024. See in store for details.
WEFM, the new fresh sound. WEFM, the new fresh sound.